Thank you so much for joining me here today at Re-Written Vintage Homestead. And if you remember yesterday, we took 4.5 pounds of ground beef and we're dividing that into different meals for the rest of the week. And most of these meals, all of these meals, you can make with ingredients that you already have in your pantry that you can purchase from the dollar store. Very inexpensive. And if you have been getting the staples for your pantry, I have some videos that you can go back and look to, the things that you need to get for your pantry. You already have these things on hand. Everything except for the ground beef. So today we're going to make a delicious Sloppy Joe skillet casserole. We already fried up the beef yesterday when we were making our casserole for yesterday. So let's get the rest of this going. The first thing we're going to add here to our bowl is a tablespoon of tomato paste. And you guys, I don't want you to waste this. This recipe calls for a tablespoon of tomato paste, but look how much is left in there. So make sure that you dip that out, put it in ice cube trays, put it in a Tupperware container, do what you have to do, but don't let it go to waste. So to that tablespoon, we're going to add 2/3 cup of ketchup. And I always make sure to keep a big container of ketchup in my refrigerator because I use it for my meatballs. I use it for lots of different things in addition to cookouts, so I don't ever want to run out. And to that, we're going to add 1/3 cup of water. So no, you don't have to have manwich on hand. We're going to just use what we have. Here, clean out my spoons a little bit. Mix this up. Now I'm going to add a tablespoon of brown sugar. You can add more or less. It depends on what you like. A teaspoon of yellow mustard, and I'm going to use the liquid mustard, not the mustard powder. Okay, rinse that out. Mix that up good. Then I'm going to add 3/4 teaspoon of chili powder. Which we're going to say, oh, I already spilled some, so we're going to say is about like that. 1/2 teaspoon, and let's all say this together, Worcestershire, or is it Worcestershire, or who knows? But we are going to add 1/2 teaspoon of that. Then we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt, more or less, whatever you guys like as far as taste. I think I'll add a little less. And we're going to add some pepper. That's to taste as well. Mix that all up. So just to recap, we took a tablespoon of tomato paste. We mixed that with 2/3 cup ketchup, 1/3 cup of water, 1 tablespoon brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of yellow liquid mustard, 3/4 teaspoon of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, 1/2 teaspoon more or less of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper or to taste. If you want to add hot sauce to this, you can. If you want to add red pepper flakes to this, you can. Whatever you want to do. So now we're going to go over to the skillet. So over here in my cast iron skillet, I have melted a tablespoon of butter. I'm going to add a teaspoon of olive oil to that. I'm going to add some diced up onion. And I got my green peppers out of the freezer. I'm going to add those too. They'll probably really sizzle when I put them in here. There we go. Oh, that smells good. And I'm going to add about a teaspoon of minced garlic. And I'm just going to mix this up until I'm going to keep frying this up until my onions are nice and opaque looking. And then we're going to add our sauce. Boy, I wish you could smell my kitchen. It smells fabulous. So now I'm going to add all of the ground beef that we fried up in advance yesterday. And I fried up a little extra yesterday for my Marshall. He loved his dinner. Mix that all together. Now I'm going to add that sauce that we just made. Mix that up. Oh, doesn't this look delicious? You guys, this was actually a very old Bisquick recipe that used to be on the box. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I saved it years ago. And you never have to make your own, you never have to go out and buy manwich. You can make your own this way and have it on buns if you'd like, but we're going to make a bit of a skillet dinner out of it. So while this is cooking and thickening, we're going to go over and we're going to make the top crust. Now we're ready to make our crust. And I'm going to take 2 cups of Bisquick baking mix. Doesn't matter what kind you guys use. You can even use the generic. So we've got 2 cups of that. And to that, we're going to add 1 cup of milk. Doesn't matter if you use vitamin D or skim. And then to that, we're going to add 2 eggs. And it doesn't matter what hen you got them from. 2 eggs. Boy, I tell you, I wish my name was Molly Bisquick. I would be one rich woman right now. Don't throw away your eggshells. Make sure you rinse them out and save them. All right. So now we're just going to take a fork. We're going to beat this up until it's mixed well. It might take just a few minutes to get it all mixed well. It's going to make a bit of a sticky dough. So I'm going to continue to mix this up and get the clumps out of it, and then we're going to add it to our sloppy joes. So I have my oven preheating to 350. I turned off the heat on my skillet here, and I pressed my meat down so it's in a nice, even, pretty layer. And now I'm going to take our biscuit mix, pour it over the top. Oh, yummy. And you know, Bisquick is another thing I always have in my pantry. And when I use it up, I go get some more, whether I need it or not. Because I tell you, when I'm in a pinch, there are so many recipes you can make with Bisquick that are inexpensive and fast. So I don't ever want to be out of it. Now I'm just going to take that biscuit mix and spread it nice and evenly here. Oh man, this is going to be good, good, good. I think we'll have a salad and corn and applesauce with this. I had pulled out some of my zucchini applesauce. I think we'll have that with it. There we go. I hope you guys use your fingers as much as I do. Okay, as soon as the oven's ready, we're going to put skillet and all in the oven for about 30 minutes until we have a nice, pretty brown top. And here's tonight's dinner, fresh out of the oven. Look how thick that biscuit dough cooks up over the sloppy Joe mix. And I'm having applesauce, zucchini applesauce that I made over the summer, and some corn that we did out of the garden this summer. And I have a very healthy meal on pennies. The only thing that I didn't have was the meat. It's really, really good. The kids will love this. Give them a little ketchup to dip it in. Have some chips. Make it as simple as you want. It's delicious. So you guys, thank you for joining me. Like, subscribe, and share if you're so inclined. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a great week, and we have 2 more meals to make out of that ground beef. So I hope you join me.